I'll open today's extraordinary governing body meeting with the reading of the affirmation. Tēnā tātou katoa. We seek wisdom, understanding, insights into the views and circumstances of others, strength to seek what we believe in, humility to accept the combined decisions of others, patience, good humour at all times, tolerance and courtesy, while working in the best interests of our community. We come to apologies, and I have received apologies from Councillor John Walker and Councillor Wayne Walker, who are on leave of absence. Councillor Chris Fletcher, I think, for early departure. Are there any other apologies? Councillor Lee?
Yes, as communicated 2 days ago, I am an early apology. I have to go to a funeral, Mr Mayor.
Okay, thank you very much, Councillor. We'll add that to the list. So the motion is that we accept those apologies as amended by Councillor Lee. Do I have a seconder for that? The Deputy Mayor, all those in favour please say aye. Aye. The contrary, no. Carried. Are there any councillors that need to declare any interest for today's proceedings? If not, maybe shall I let you do that from your mic, Chris?
Thank you, Your Worship. I'm a trustee in one of the OLIs that are contained within the document that we are supporting today, so I just want to put that on the table. Thank you.
Thank you very much for drawing that to our attention. Today there is no petition section, no public input section, no local board input section. I've not been made aware of any extraordinary items. There are no notices of motion. So we come to our substantive agenda, but just before we get into the agenda, if I could maybe ask the Chief Executive to outline the purpose of today's meeting. As everybody's aware, we have on the 31st of May passed the long-term plan, but Stephen, you might like to outline to all of us what the purpose of today's meeting is.
Thank you, Mayor Goff. What we just wanted to do very briefly for the governing body was just summarise that items 9, the Tupuna Mauna Authority Operational Plan, and then item 11, the adoption of the Revenue and Financing Policy, 12, the adoption of the long-term plan, and then the setting of the rates, which is item 13. Don't read anything into that number. Those four items comprise the statutory responsibilities that the governing body has to create the mechanisms for us to essentially rate the citizens and property owners of Auckland for the 18-19 year. So what I'd just like to say is that clearly a lot of work is undertaken by the staff and our auditors between the 31st of May and today. And what we have done is convert your decisions to adopt all of the budgets into a set of documents that meet the statutory requirements that we've got. So I think we had that discussion yesterday for those of you that were at the workshop. Today's not the day for making amendments and making changes, because we're beyond that point. And we only do this adopt an LTP once every 3 years, and we do spend quite a bit of time discussing with the auditors just how the choreography in item 12 will work, because we have to exchange letters of representation and do things in a particular order. And if you can just bear with us when we get to item 12, we'll explain what the process involves. And we're very pleased that we've got to this point. So thanks, Mayor Goff, and we look forward to the meeting.
Thank you very much, Stephen. And under item 12, of course, we have the report from the Office of the Auditor General, which is critical to the process that we're undertaking today. So we come to the first item on the agenda, item